If you're a YouTuber asking yourself, what should I make videos about? How do I write scripts faster? And where do I find time to respond to comments? Then you have clicked on the right video. You can now automate all of these tasks using AI. And in this video, you're gonna see how you can automate the entire YouTube process from coming up with video topics to writing scripts and even auto-replying to your comments with AI. I'm Brian from WebSpace Learners, and let's get started. We are going to automate all of these tasks using a tool called N8N. N8N is a workflow automation platform that lets you connect different apps and set up AI-powered workflows without writing a single line of code. So to set up this automation, we are going to do two steps. The first step is to get an N8N hosting. Now there are three different ways you can use N8N. The first option is to host N8N locally on your own computer. The first option is free, but it is more complex to set up. The second option is using WebSpace Kit for hosting N8N. This is the most quickest and the low-cost way to host N8N. This costs just $5 per month or 400 Indian rupees per month. It's easy to use with zero setup required. You also get unlimited workflow executions and unlimited active workflows. The third option is the N8N Cloud, which is the official platform by N8N. This costs £24 per month, which is approximately $27. It's much more expensive and the features are limited too. In this video, we're going to purchase N8N from WebSpace Kit, where we get unlimited workflow executions and unlimited active workflows. Since N8N is open source, you get much more benefits when you host it on your own on a platform like WebSpace Kit. So to host N8N on WebSpace Kit, just click the link in the description and it'll take you to this page. Now scroll down and click Choose Plan. Here choose how long you want the hosting for. I'm going to choose 12 months. If you choose 24 months, this gives you the best price, which is $5 per month. Then fill in these details, enter your payment details, and click Checkout. Click on Continue to Client Area. So now we have successfully got our N8N hosting. Next, let's move on to the second step, which is to set up N8N. To do that, click on Go to Setup, fill in these details, click Next, and it'll take you to this page. Click on Start from Scratch. Now this is where we are going to create our automation workflows. You can create a workflow from scratch, but it takes a lot of time, especially if you're new to N8N. But don't worry, you'll find all the workflow templates pre-built and ready on WebSpace Kit. Now let's see how to build the workflows for a YouTube channel using these templates. The first workflow that we are going to set up is an AI agent for YouTube topic research. We all know that choosing the right topic can be one of the hardest parts of making content. And using this workflow, you can get all the top performing videos on YouTube related to your topic in seconds by simply entering the topic that you have in mind. So this is the workflow that we are going to build, and let me show you how it works. Just enter the topic you want to research and the workflow will start. It uses AI to scan YouTube for videos related to your topic, analyzes them, and lists everything in Google Sheets like this. You will get helpful stats, including likes and daily views. So you can easily spot what's trending and it'll help you pick the best topic for your next video. To set up this workflow in N8N, we are going to do three steps. The first step is to import the workflow. To import the workflow template, let's go to WebSpace Kit, scroll down, select the template and click Download. Go to N8N, then click here, select Import from File, and upload the file you just downloaded. And now we have successfully imported the workflow template. And here you can see some of the nodes have warning signs, which means they still need to be set up. So let's move on to the next step, which is to set up the workflow nodes. Here we need to set up 4 key nodes to complete the workflow setup. Let's start with the first node, which is to connect YouTube with the workflow. And to do that, just click on Get Video Node, then click here and select Create a New Credential. Here we need to enter a client ID and a client secret. To get these details, just click the link in the description and it will take you to the Google Cloud Console. Here sign in with your Google account, click Select Project, click here to create a new project, enter a name for your project and again click Create. Just click here and as you can see, the project has been created. Once you select your project, click here, click API and Services, then click OAuth consent screen and click Get Started. Here enter the name and email ID. Choose External. Enter your email address here. And finally, click Create. Once you've entered all the details, next, click Create OAuth Client. Here choose Web Application. Enter the name for the project. And done. Alright, we need to add a redirect URL from N8N to Google Cloud Console to get the permissions. Click Add URL. So let's go back to the workflow. Copy this URL and paste it here. Then click Create and the client ID will be created. So let's copy it, go back and paste it here. Now go back to Google Console, click OK, open the project, copy the client secret, go to N8N and paste it here. Once you have done that, let's enable the YouTube API key. So let's go to Google Cloud Console, search for YouTube here, select this and click Enable. Here click OAuth consent screen, click Audience and click Publish App. Here click Confirm. Now go back to the workflow and sign in with your Google account. And you will see this kind of a message, and that's completely fine. Just click on Advanced, click on this URL, then accept all the permissions and click Continue. So let's close this and check the workflow. Here you can see that the warning signs have been removed, which means we have successfully connected YouTube to the workflow. Next, let's fix the second node by adding the YouTube API key to the workflow. To do that, click on the node. Now to get your YouTube API key, go to the Google Cloud Console, click on Manager, go to Credentials, click on Create Credentials and select API key. Here you can see the API key, so just copy the key and paste it here. Here you can see the warning sign has been removed, which means we have successfully connected YouTube to the workflow. Alright, now let's fix the third node by connecting OpenAI to the workflow. We are going to use OpenAI as the brain of our workflow. So to connect OpenAI to the workflow, just click on this node, then click here and select Create New Credentials. Here we need to enter the OpenAI API key. To get the API key, click on the link in the description and it will take you to this page. Sign in with your Google account, and once you're signed in, click on Create New Secret Key. Here enter the name for your API key and click Create Secret Key. Here you can see the API key has been generated. Now just copy it, go back to this tab, paste it here and click Save. Next, let's choose the GPT model. So just click here and choose the latest GPT model. Now let's go back to the workflow and check how it is. Here you can see the warning signs have been fixed and we've successfully connected OpenAI to the workflow. So let's fix the last node by connecting Google Sheets with the workflow. By doing this, we can retrieve all the research data generated by this automation. So to do that, click on the node, click here and select Create New Credential. And just like we did before, we need to get the client ID and client secret to connect to Google Sheets. To do that, Let's go to the Google Cloud Console. Copy the client ID and paste it here. In the same way, copy and paste the client secret. Click here. Copy the client secret. Once you're done, let's enable Google Sheets on the Google Cloud Console to grant N8N the permission to access it. To do that, just search for Google Sheets here. Select this. Here click Enable. Now let's go back to N8N. Then sign in using your Google account. Now to make sure our reports are well organized and easy to follow, let's upload a Google Sheets template. And to do that, just click the link in the description and it'll take you to the Google Sheet template. Now to upload this template to the workflow, let's make a copy of it. Go to File and click on Make a Copy. Rename the file as you want and click on Make a Copy. Now click Share and change the access to anyone and the role to editor. Now copy this URL and paste it here. Here you can see the warning sign has been removed and we have successfully connected Google Sheets to the workflow. Alright, we have completed setting up the key workflow nodes, which means the workflow is ready. Remember, you need to set up this workflow only once and you can use the same integration for any number of automations. So let's see how it works. First, let's rename the workflow and click on Open Chat. Here enter the topic you want to research. Then click here. And as you can see, the workflow has started. And it's done. To check the report, let's open Google Sheet. So by doing this, you can identify the relevant videos published on YouTube and which topics get more views, likes, and what went wrong with these other videos. Based on this, you can create your own video that people will like. Pretty cool, right? So this is how you can automate your workflow for researching YouTube topics. Now let's go to the second workflow, which is to write the YouTube scripts. Now that we got all the research data to pick the perfect video topic, let's create a workflow that writes video scripts and shorts, that too in seconds. But first, let me show you a quick demo. Here's the workflow that we are going to build to automate script writing. You'll notice that there are two workflows here. One at the top is for shorts and the one below is for long form videos. All you have to do is just submit a simple form with your topic and choose a script type just like this. Alright, now to set up this workflow, we are going to do two steps. The first step is to import the workflow template. And like we did in the previous step, we have to download this workflow template from WebSpace Kit and then import it to N8N. Download the workflow template in WebSpace Kit. And import it into N8N. Once you've imported the template, let's move on to the second step, which is to get the key workflow nodes. Let's fix the nodes with warning signs to set up the workflow. First, fix this node by connecting Tavily to the workflow. Tavily is like a search engine for AI agents designed to provide real-time accurate web search results, which is perfect for AI-driven research workflows. So to connect it, just click on the Tavily node, then click here and select Create New Credential. Here we need to enter the API key of the Tavily node. To do that, just click the link in the description and it'll take you to this page. Here log in using your Google account. Then click on this plus icon. Enter a name. Click Create. And as you can see, the API key has been created. So let's copy it. Go back to the workflow. Paste it here. And click Save. Next, scroll down and paste the same API key after the bearer. Like this. Let's close this and go back to the workflow. Here you can see the warning sign has been removed, which means we have successfully connected Tavily to the workflow. Next, you can see the OpenAI node with the warning sign. Since we've already fixed this node in our previous workflow, just click on the OpenAI node and close it. Now click here, then select this and paste your sample script here. Open and close the other OpenAI node to fix the warning sign. Once you fix the warning sign, let's move on to the next node, which is to connect Google Docs to the workflow. By connecting Google Docs to the workflow, we can generate the video script directly into the document. To do that, click on the Google Docs node, click here, and select Create New Credential. Now here we need to enter the client ID and the client secret to connect to Google Docs. To get that, let's go back to the Google Cloud Console, copy the client ID, and paste it here. Now to get the client secret, click here, copy the client secret, and paste it into the workflow. Now let's go to the Google Cloud Console, search for Google Docs here, select this, then click Enable. Next, let's go back to N8N, click here. Now sign in using your Google account. Now let's go back to the Google Cloud Console, search for Google Drive, choose this one, and click Enable. Now go back to the workflow, click on the node once again, and select this. Here you can see the warning sign has been removed and we have successfully connected Google Docs to the workflow. And now we have fixed all the key workflow nodes. So let's see how the workflow will work. Click on Test Workflow. And here we need to enter a video topic and select the type of video that you want. I'm going to go with Shorts for now. Click Submit. And as you can see, the workflow has started. And it's done. To check the output, let's go to Google Docs. As you can see, the complete Shorts video script is ready, and here's how it sounds.
Are you a blogger looking to step up your content game? Well, I got something exciting for you. In this video, we're diving into the top AI blog writers that can help you generate high-quality, engaging content effortlessly.
Here you can see that the short script is entirely human and engaging based on the topic that we entered. And it follows the same tone that I've entered. Let's try the same for a long-form video. And there you go. Here you can see the long YouTube script has been generated successfully. And this is how you can create detailed, ready-to-use scripts, that too in seconds. Next, let's set up the third workflow for our YouTube video analysis. And this is one of the most exciting automations which can give you a complete analysis for any specific video by analyzing its comments. So let's see how it works. All you have to do is just enter the URL of a video that you want to analyze. So based on this report, you can get a complete information about the video, including the performance metrics, topics covered, content opportunity, audience profile to improve your video. With this workflow, you'll never miss out on any valuable insights or potential opportunities. To set up this workflow, we are going to do two simple steps. The first step is to import the template from WebSpace Kit. First, download the workflow template from WebSpace Kit. Then import it into N8N. And once you've imported the template, let's move on to the second step, which is to set up the key workflow nodes. Let's start from this node to add the Google API key to the workflow. To do that, click on the Workflow Variables node, Here we need to add the API key. So to get that, let's go to the Google Cloud Console. Here click on Show Key. And as you can see, the API key is mentioned here. Just copy it. So let's go back to the workflow and paste it here. And now we have successfully added the API key to the workflow. Since we've already fixed the OpenAI node, just open it and the node will get fixed automatically. Next, let's fix the Gmail node to connect it to the workflow. Just click on the Gmail node. Now click here. Select Create New Credential. And here we need to enter the client ID and the client secret to connect Gmail to the workflow. To get that, let's go to the Google Cloud Console, copy the client ID, and paste it into the workflow. Next, to get the client secret, click here, copy the ID, and paste it on N8N. Now to get the Gmail access, let's go to Google Cloud Console, search for Gmail here, then select this, click Enable. Now let's go back to the workflow, click here, sign in using your Google account. Once you're done, just close this and enter your email ID to receive the report. And as you can see, the warning sign is gone, which means the workflow nodes have been set up successfully. So let's see how it works. To start the workflow, click on Open Chat. Now I'm going to copy this YouTube URL and run the analysis. Just paste the video link that you want to analyze. Press Enter. And as you can see, the workflow is executed successfully. So let's see the output in Gmail. Here you can see the report has been received. So this is how you can analyze a YouTube video based on its comments. Alright, let's set up the final workflow, which is auto replies for your YouTube comments. Now this is one of my favorite AI agents as it helps keep your YouTube channel active and engaging with your audience. It automatically reads and replies to comments like a human being, making sure every viewer feels seen and appreciated. So let's see how this workflow works. The workflow starts when a user enters their YouTube video link here. First, it fetches the recent comments and transcribes the video for context. Then it loops through each comment and checks Supabase to avoid duplicate replies. So if the comment is new, the AI categorizes it as a compliment, doubt, or criticism. Compliments get a casual thank you, doubts get helpful replies using transcript, criticisms are skipped. And just like that, your comment section is managed automatically 24/7. Now let's see how to build this workflow. To do that, we are going to do two simple steps. The first step is to import the template from WebSpace Kit. Now first, let's download the workflow template. Then import it into N8N. And once you're done importing the template, next, let's move on to the second step, which is to set up the key workflow nodes. Since we've already fixed this node in our previous workflow, just click on the YouTube node and close it. Next, let's fix this node by connecting Apify to the workflow. Apify collects a transcript and recent documents from a YouTube video and then uses the context to respond appropriately, feeding everything into the workflow. So to connect Apify, click on the YouTube transcript node. And here we need to enter the API key from Apify. So to get the API key, just click the link in the description and it'll take you to this page. Here click Get Started and sign in using your Google account. Then search for YouTube Transcript Scraper. Here click on this drop down. Click on Start. Now click on Rent Actor. Then click on API and select API Endpoints. And here you can see the URL along with the API key. So let's add this URL into N8N and paste it here. As you can see, the warning sign has been removed, and now we have successfully connected Apify to the workflow. So let's move on to the next node, which is to connect Supabase to the workflow. Supabase is an online database that allows you to store and manage data for your web and mobile applications online. In this workflow, Supabase stores and retrieves both old and new video comments, acting as a database. So to fix the Supabase node, just click on it. Click here and select Create New Credential. Here we need to enter the ID to connect Supabase with the workflow. To do that, just click the link in the description and it will take you to this page. Now click here to create a new account. Then sign in using your GitHub account. Here click Authorize Supabase. Then you will be redirected to this page. And click on Create Organization. Next, the tool will ask you to create a password for your database. So once you've entered the password, choose your country and click on Create New Project. So now we have successfully created the account. Next, let's create a new table to store the data. To do that, click here. Then click Create a New Table. Enter a name. And create a column like this. Here you can see that the database table has been created, and next we need to add a few permissions to grant N8N access to the database. To do that, click here, click on Create Policy, enter a name for this policy, then select all. Now select the following roles. And type true in lines 7 and 9. Once you're done, click on Save Policy. And finally, to get the credentials to connect to N8N, go to Project Setting, select Data API. Here copy this URL and paste it into the workflow. Click Reveal. Then copy this and paste it into the workflow. As you can see, the warning sign has been removed, and now we have successfully connected Supabase with the workflow. In the same way, you can fix the other Supabase nodes just by clicking on it. Alright, now let's see how it works. To start the workflow, I'll use one of my YouTube videos that already has a few comments. To start the workflow, click on Open Chat. Once you've entered the URL, click here. Now the workflow has started and it's done. Pretty fast, right? So let's check the output. And here you can see that the AI has created replies to all the comments. So that's it, guys. This is how you can use AI agents for your YouTube channel to save hours of effort and create smarter content that actually connects with your audience. Hope you like this video, and if you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Website Learners. Also, you can get our latest videos directly on WhatsApp. You can just scan the QR or tap the link and hit follow. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.